In 2015, Coast Guard officer Adrian Loya shocked the nation with his violent actions. What began as a seemingly normal friendship with his colleague Lisa Trubnikova took a dark turn after an event that caused Loya to feel betrayed and deeply hurt. Adrian Loya, born in Texas in 1984, had a quiet upbringing. After high school, he joined the Coast Guard as an IT specialist. Adrian earned a good reputation because of his technical skills and strong work ethic. His career had been going smoothly until he crossed paths with Lisa Trubnikova. Lisa, also from Texas, came from a strict religious family. While she was dedicated to her work, she also had a personal side that she kept hidden. Lisa was a lesbian, but due to her conservative background, she kept her sexuality private. It wasn't until she joined the Coast Guard that she began to live more openly. There she met Anna Trubnikova, a fellow service member, and the two developed a romantic relationship. They hoped to marry one day, though their love had to stay secret for the time being. At the time, the U.S. military had a don't ask, don't tell policy, which meant that LGBTQ service members could remain in the military as long as they didn't openly disclose their sexual orientation. As a result, Lisa and Anna kept their relationship private to avoid complications. In 2012, Lisa was transferred from California to Kodiak Island, Alaska, which was far from her partner Anna and made their relationship difficult. During this time, Lisa formed a close friendship with Adrian Loya, her new superior officer. They bonded over their shared background in Texas, and Adrian's professionalism and kindness made Lisa admire him even more. Over time, the two became good friends, often spending time together outside of work, watching TV, and celebrating holidays. They grew so close that their relationship felt almost like that of a brother and sister. The situation between Lisa, Anna, and Adrian began to shift when Anna visited Lisa just before Thanksgiving in 2013. Lisa had invited Adrian to their Thanksgiving dinner as a friend, but Anna quickly noticed something uncomfortable. While Lisa and Adrian seemed to enjoy the evening, Anna felt an unspoken connection between them that made her uneasy. After the dinner, Anna expressed her concerns and asked Lisa to distance herself from Adrian. However, Lisa brushed off Anna's worries, believing that even in a committed relationship, both partners should have personal space. Lisa continued her close friendship with Adrian without telling Anna about it. This tension continued until Lisa and Anna legally married a few months later. During a period when Anna had to leave the island for a business trip, Lisa found herself alone and a bit lonely. One evening, feeling a mix of boredom and perhaps the effects of alcohol, Lisa started acting more flirtatiously toward Adrian. She sat beside him on the couch while watching TV and tried to kiss him. Adrian was shocked and uncomfortable and immediately rejected her advances. He was clearly disturbed. Lisa, who was intoxicated and unaware of his reaction, stumbled off to her bedroom. After hearing a loud noise, Adrian went to check it only to find her sitting on the bed and making another attempt to engage him. Feeling horrified by the situation, Adrian, who had never been intimate with anyone, quickly left the house, unsure how to handle what had just happened. At home, Adrian was deeply troubled by the incident, which left him feeling violated and emotionally shaken. What might have seemed like an awkward, drunken moment to others was traumatic for him. He felt that his reputation and innocence had been damaged. The next day, Lisa acted as if nothing had happened, and her lack of acknowledgement made Adrian feel even worse. Over time, his distress grew, leading to insomnia, anxiety, and a sense of being wronged. After a month of struggling with his emotions and receiving no response or apology from Lisa, Adrian sent her a long, detailed email of 26 pages expressing how hurt he felt and asking for an explanation. To his surprise, Lisa didn't reply. Feeling furious, Adrian forwarded the email to Anna. Anna's reaction was intense. She argued with Lisa and then responded to Adrian, telling him to stay away from her wife and that she no longer wanted him in their lives. Angry and frustrated, Adrian escalated the situation by forwarding the email to the Coast Guard headquarters, highlighting the issue that happened with him and also mentioning Lisa and Anna's marriage. The Coast Guard, unsure how to handle the complex situation, told Adrian that as Lisa's superior, he should have kept a more professional distance from her. As a result, Lisa and Anna received reprimands, and Adrian was reassigned to a new base in Portsmouth, Virginia. Meanwhile, Lisa and Anna were reassigned to a base in Massachusetts. Ironically, Lisa and Anna found the silver lining in the situation. They could now live together, ending their long-distance relationship. Meanwhile, Adrian felt deeply dissatisfied with how things were handled. The disciplinary letter remained on his record base, and his reassignment was a heavy blow to him. His new superior found the whole situation absurd and ridiculed him, which only added to Adrian's sense of injustice and frustration. The experience left him feeling disheartened and unsupported. Adrian was deeply shaken by the events involving Lisa, and he felt as though his career and reputation were ruined. In his mind, he was the true victim of what had happened, and the incident had caused him immense emotional pain. He became fixated on the idea that Lisa was responsible for everything that went wrong in his life, and he believed he needed to make her pay for it. He spent a lot of time planning his revenge, creating a detailed 250-page document that he called Loya's Oath. In this plan, he described his version of the events with Lisa, the hurt he felt, and how he would retaliate. He wanted to get even and believed that by doing so, he could find some sort of peace. The document outlined every step of his intended actions, including a detailed plan for how he would confront Lisa. Murdering Lisa and then taking his own life to get away from it all was the final objective. Every chapter was carefully written, and the last chapter was called Purple Rebellion Action, and it goes into the terrifying details about the 13 stages that lead to Lisa's death. Adrian's obsession with the plan grew, and in October 2014, he drove 10 hours from Virginia to Massachusetts to Lisa and Anna's home. He carefully observed the area, looking for ways to avoid being detected and trying to find the best time to act. He also set up cameras near their house to monitor their routines, making sure he was prepared for every detail. He decided that February 5, 2015, would be the day to carry out his plan. It was his birthday, and he chose the same day to carry out his mission. That night, he drove to Massachusetts and set up cameras outside the house to confirm that Lisa and Anna were home. Once he saw they were inside, he waited in his car until early morning to make his move. At 2 a.m., Adrian began putting his plan into action. First, he placed fake explosives along the road near the house to slow down any police response. Then, he set his car on fire to create a diversion and blasted the Star Wars soundtrack from speakers mounted on the vehicle. Adrian suited up in black tactical gear, including a mask, and armed himself with 4 guns, a knife, and 2 sets of handcuffs. He also strapped on a camera to capture everything as it unfolded. With the loud music playing, Adrian broke into Lisa's house after firing 2 bullets at the door. He quickly made his way upstairs, and moments later, gunshots were heard, followed by silence. Although nearby police units responded quickly, they were delayed by the burning car and the fake explosives, taking about 35 minutes to arrive. When they finally entered the house, they found no sign of the shooter. In the bedroom, Lisa was found dead, and Anna was severely injured but still conscious. According to Anna's statement, when Adrian entered the room, he started shooting wildly. Both women, trained in defense tactics, tried to use a mattress to shield themselves while Lisa attempted to call 911. Unfortunately, the mattress couldn't protect them from Loya's attack. Lisa died from 11 gunshot wounds, and Anna was shot 4 times in her arms, thighs, and chest. After carrying out his plan, Adrian quickly left the scene. In her final moments, Anna, still conscious, saw Lisa holding a phone that was already connected to emergency services. Gathering her remaining strength, Anna managed to grab the phone and, with great effort, informed the police about what had happened. Outside the house, Adrian continued to fire at approaching officers, and the situation became chaotic. The flames from his burning car spread, igniting several police vehicles and escalating the situation. Adrian tried to escape, but the area had already been sealed off by police. Trapped with no escape, he had no choice but to surrender. Once the area was secured, paramedics were able to enter the house and offer assistance. Despite their efforts, Lisa could not be saved, but Anna survived after undergoing extensive medical treatment. A police officer who had been shot by Adrian also survived, though he was left with a permanent disability due to a bullet lodged in his spine. After his arrest, Adrian expressed no regret for his actions, believing that his plan had given him the sense of justice he had been seeking. He felt that the revenge had allowed him to regain control and escape the pain he had been feeling for the past 2 years. Adrian's trial began in August 2015, and it was a shocking turn of events for someone with no prior criminal record or history of misconduct. He faced 30 charges, including first-degree murder. During the trial, Adrian pleaded not guilty, with his defense arguing that he had a mental disorder that affected his ability to make sound decisions. Most mental health experts agreed with this assessment, though they also stated that Adrian's condition did not excuse his actions. For 2 years, the focus of the case was on Loya's mental health and how it had influenced his behavior. It wasn't until 2017 that the grand jury reached a verdict. After 2 weeks of testimony and 3 days of deliberations, the jury found Loya guilty of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, along with additional sentences for charges related to weapons assault and burglary. In March 2019, Adrian's defense attorney appealed his verdict to the Massachusetts Superior Court, arguing that he had been harassed by Lisa, causing emotional distress that led to his revenge plan. However, the judge rejected the appeal. Adrian's case has sparked a great deal of debate. Some believe his violent response stemmed from a deep aversion to homosexuality, while others argue that such feelings would have prevented them from becoming friends in the first place. Another perspective is that Adrian wanted an apology, but Lisa, possibly too drunk to remember or dismissing the incident as insignificant, never acknowledged it and his feelings. In the end, while the reasons behind Adrian's actions may be debated, the consequences of his choices remain clear and undeniable. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more true crime content. See you next time.